Okay, I believe that Dr. Reddy's has just declared its numbers. I'm just trying to open the release, but meanwhile, you have the pack numbers at the bottom of your screen. 554 crores, that's the pack number that you're looking at, and 600 crores is, I think, the number which essentially the street was anticipating, or 650, you can put it. I'm just trying to open this release. However, it's not really opening at this point of time, so I'll just take a few minutes. But the first reaction, of course, is that PAT is coming in as a miss, and it's very difficult to say, that what essentially will be the internals. But I really need to see as to, what has happened as far as their sales front is concerned, because that is probably the key number that everybody would eye out for. I'm just looking in for more details to come in on my screen, but I think there is, seems to be some issue as far as the numbers are concerned. Okay, revenue is at 4,728 crores. That's absolutely in line. So I think that that will cushion some sort of an impact as far as these numbers are concerned. I'm just trying to open the, open more details, but really, it's not actually opening in at this point of time. PAT has come in at 553 crores. Gross margins at 53 percent. That is the number that one is looking at. So that's the gross margin number. Gross margins of okay, the US revenues are with us 1750, which is a decline of 3% quarter on quarter. Sorry, decline of 3% YOY, decline of 1% QOQ. So the number was expected to be absolutely flat. It's down 1% on a quarter on quarter basis. You have the reported margins, which is coming at 24%. Remember, the company gives a reported margins of 24%. Okay, Cinderella is with us. Cinderella, I know it's too early, but what is the sense that you get? The numbers are looking in broadly in line.
Yeah, they're slightly under my estimates, but I think the North America or US number is looking better. We were expecting slightly more weak number, but I think India, I think the number is slightly weaker than what we were expecting. So we have to just understand that portion. Otherwise, rest all numbers in terms of top line, it's slightly lower than expectation, and that's the reason in terms of overall it is slightly lower. But overall, I think EBITDA margin at 24% and gross margins at 53.7 is good. Is good enough, but we have to understand what is dragging the other numbers. So I think that is how I am looking at it. But at least EBITDA margin and gross margins are holding right now.
Right, I have some more details with me. So the R&D expenses are 409 crores. The EBITDA is 1131 crores, which is 24%, and PBT is 807 crores. What would you make of these numbers?
So that's what I'm saying. It's slightly below my estimate, just largely on account of some revenue decline. Of course, that decline is not coming from US, so that is a relief. That's a good thing. That's a good news. But I think overall, rest all numbers, we'll have to see where the decline is coming from. But happy with the margins staying put at 24%, and gross margins also holding at these levels. So we are happy broadly on the numbers, but want to understand a little more in detail how the other markets have performed.
Also, let's look at the India business. As you mentioned, QOQ decline of 12%. Does that surprise you, or there could be an element of one-off over there?
That's what I just want to understand. This is slightly not something which I was expecting, because there is a Vocard acquisition, right? So the numbers, I think, are in the base, but we'll have to see.
Okay, Nikhil is, yeah, okay, I'll just come back to you, Cinderella. Nikhil is also with us. Nikhil, what is your first reaction to the numbers? US business looking in decent, but India disappoints?
Yeah, definitely. The overall numbers look mixed on our estimate. Basically, revenue is nearly around 10% below our estimate, and PAT is around 17% below our estimate. The positive surprise is on the margin front. This is mainly due to the better gross margin. And overall India business and even US business, it is better disappointing numbers from us.
Right. When you just talk about the call, or when the management will speak, you think the focus will entirely be on the vaccine?